Here's something most people don't realize. Large systems don't survive on force, they survive on silence. Not literal silence, but intellectual silence. The M-sexual silence. The absence of questions. Because the moment people start asking, how does this actually work? Everything slows down. Now apply that to something like council tax. Millions of people, paying every year, no problem, no resistance. Why? Because everyone assumes everyone else understands it. But here's the twist, most people don't. They understand the surface. You live somewhere, you pay, but the deeper mechanics, the actual structure, that's where things get blurry. And the system doesn't really encourage you to explore that. Not because it's hiding something dramatic, but because complexity discourages curiosity. If something feels complicated enough, people stop digging. They default to, someone else must understand it, and that's enough. But imagine something different. Imagine millions of people suddenly asked, explain exactly how this applies to you. Not emotionally, not politically, just clearly, step by step. What would happen? You get a lot of, I think, isn't it because it's just how it works? Very few precise answers. And that's the interesting part. Because systems that are fully understood don't rely on assumptions, they rely on clarity. But systems that function through habit don't need clarity, they just need consistency. And council tax is one of the most consistent things in people's lives. Year after year, bill after bill, no questions, just payment. And again, this isn't about saying, don't pay it, that's not the point. The point is much simpler. If something affects your life this consistently, this predictably, this financially, you should probably understand it, not vaguely, not emotionally, but properly. Because once you understand something fully, you stop reacting to it. You start seeing it clearly. And whether you agree with it or not, at least then, it's a conscious position, not an inherited one. And that's a completely different way to live. So maybe the system doesn't need you to stay silent. Maybe it just benefits when you do. Something to think about.